say silence in the room when everyone takes their vapes and starts banging their hearts. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to another edition of the Ohm Service Live. With me, Marky Mark from SoulOhm Reviews. You've got Steve from Tales of the Ohm, and you've got Chris from Lethal Coils. You bad man. Silence in the room. I am your father.
Vaping with Mobro likes to make love to his hand while he watches us sexy fuckers.
Okay. Too much information, that.
That's a new experience. I don't think we've started in the gutter before.
Oh, Bill, what do you think? Bill.
Alan!
It's got embossed nipples.
I have. No, they're planets, darling. They're planets. My good friend Bill sent me this as a little prezi.
Is that Saturn I see? It's got a ring around it?
Yeah. Got a ring round back now.
Who are you two, and when did the deviants replace my friends?
About 6 months ago.
All right then, you two.
Right on.
Marvellous.
Good.
Yeah. You had a good week?
Fabulous, darling.
Yeah, I've got to admit, I've not had a bad week. Yeah, it's not been bad, considering. It's not been bad.
Mine was a little eventful, but we're better now. So.
Yeah, I hear the missus has got purple hair now.
She does.
She
She
looks
has purple hair
welcome.
now.
Yeah.
Hello, Vapor Bunny.
So, I think it's Chris's turn for a change. Chris, say hello to chat for us.
We can do that. Let's go ahead and scroll back up to the top here. We got BFG Hodgson and SoulOhm. Hi, guys.
Yeah, I'm just going to put him in the bad book. Sorry a minute. Where's my pen? I've lost my pen.
Oh, what have I done now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. First one.
Chris Doyle, how you doing? Thomas Leach, JP Ward, Andy Harris,
Blasting vapor.
Tim at YTS. What's going on? Grumpy old vapor. How are you doing, Ben? Who else we got? We got Rachel Unformed Ruby in the house. Hello. Liana's Vaping. Hello. Watching from work. Jason Lee, how you doing? Nick Beavers. I think I said JP Ward already, but I'll say him again. JP Ward, what's going on? Colette, how are you? Vaping with Mobro.
Mobro. Look at me.
We've got ID Voca, how you doing, buddy? Bill Richards, what's going on, my dude? Mark and M, how's everything going? Alan! How are you, Alan?
Steve!
Steve, Frank.
And Stuart, no, I am not going to show you my anus. Just thought I'd let you know that. There are limits.
We've got Graham Spears in the building as well. Tiberius Jax, how you doing, buddy? Dion78, Paul Fulligar,
Bunny,
Stuart.
Bubbles.
How are you guys doing? That's everybody in chat.
Oh, that's everyone in chat. Awesome. We can chill now. We can relax, have a drink, have a vape, and just relax.
Bill says the 3D works well on cam.
Does that? Well, chuffed.
Oh, Vapor Bunny.
go.
Why did I miss you a second time?
Yeah.
Hello, Vapor Bunny.
Well,
How
chuffed.
can you miss Amanda? How dare you, sir? Wars have started for less, Missy Bunny.
I know.
Right, can I take a vape now?
Yeah, of course
JP
you
Vapor
can.
View. What's going on, man?
I should have mated until an hour into the show before you could. So, Chris, I'm going to start. I'm picking on Chris straight away. So, what are you vaping
No
on,
worries.
kiddo?
Well,
We hadn't done a buffet for a while.
No, we didn't do one last week.
No.
Well, first up, we've got that Warlock's Hammer with the Apocalypse Gen 2 on top there.
gorgeous.
This time around. There we go.
That is really nice. That
I
is,
love that.
honestly, dude, that is one sexy setup. Look, Mummy, I
We
can
also
vape.
in that What? We've got some Campfire from Charlie's Chalk Dust, which is a s'mores flavor e-liquid.
A s'mores?
Which I shouldn't have because I live in Mass.
What's s'mores?
2 gram crackers, bit of chocolate, marshmallow, roasted over a fire.
Ah, all right.
Yep. We've also got the Drag Nano ripping today with some strawberry jam monster Nick salts in there.
Nice.
We've got the Nunu. I'm excited to show this because I think it looks absolutely amazing. I love this mod. It performs great. The RDA is fantastic. We've got the Unicorn vapes. Here we go. The Unicorn RDA and the Vert mod in black and green. And this is a killer setup. I absolutely love it.
It is nice looking setup, that killer.
Absolutely love it. And then finally what we've got, well, in that I'm actually running some Country Clouds cornbread pudding.
Ooh.
Very,
I know
very
what
nice
cornbread
stuff.
pudding is, Steve. Just thought I'd let you know.
You don't know?
I do. I know
Okay,
what
you do
cornbread...
know. All right, I was going to say, gangsta drag.
You're not far away, son. Remember this.
I know.
Yeah, Irish. Green Room approved. Hashtag Shedhead. Exactly. Green Room approved. All right. We've also got the Double Barrel V3, but on top of that is a gift that was sent to me from my very special friend, Mr. Fogging Out with the Batman. Today we've got on the Double Barrel V3 the STNG Mouth to Lung RDA.
What colour you got in there then, kid?
What's that?
What colour you got in there? For a
It
mouth
is
to lung?
a 0.74 fused Clapton.
A
And I'm actually running
0.74?
low on juice. What's that?
A 0.74?
0.74 mouth to lung. Yep. And in that, I'm actually running right now.
Well,
which
you
I
got that
probably
about
shouldn't-
12 and a half watts, 13 watts?
Right now, I'm at 22.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you like
I
a
can actually bring
warm
that down a little bit.
mouth to
though.
lung.
And right now, what I'm running in that is some Sad Boy Teardrops. All right. And that's Blueberry Jam Cookie in 28 milligrams. And so far, it's not doing too badly. Not bad for a mouth to lung RDA. I gotta tell you, it's the first one I've ever owned. I've never had an RDA with mouth to lung ability there. Anyways,
do you know, I
that-
still struggle, even though I do mouth to lung, I have to acclimatise myself to mouth to lunging.
Mhm.
I know that
I do,
sounds
I get
stupid.
itchy throat.
No, it's not that. It's the actual act of mouth to lunging. I am so used to direct to lung and blowing clouds that I have to sort of like stop and think about mouth to lung in it.
Jen's in. Ooh.
Yay! Woo!
Hey, Jenny. Hello, Jackie McGuire as well. She's in the chat too.
Yeah, Jackie. Ooh.
Huggles! No
But
love,
that's what I've got going on. That's
no
my-
love there, Chris. No love there,
I
Chris
did.
at all.
I said hello to
I thought you could give her Huggles.
Huggles.
So hold on.
A little close to
We've
Huggle.
done that for the ladies. We are joined by the legend
Hello.
that is Mr. Porter. So what we're going to do for Mr. Porter?
What we're going to do
Heavy.
for Mr. Porter, I'll tell you what we're going to do for Mr. Porter. We rock it! We rock it!
it.
We rock it! Woo! There you go.
Yeah, I do. I've still got my bigger stand behind me, actually.
There's no good doing that to him. Yeah, I got my bigger stand.
Oh my goodness. Actually, let me show that for the people that have.
No, we don't want to see. We don't want to see. No.
No.
Look at that. With lethal coils on it as well. What's the hole in the middle for? Oh, why? It's to put your anti-stamp.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's even got the Scottish and American flag in the center there too.
Awesome. Oh, thank you, Bunny. Yes, please give the show a thumbs up. And I'd just like to say one thing about the thumbs up. The person that's always giving me the 2 thumbs down every week, thank you. Every week we have fail. I get 2 thumbs down.
It's still interaction.
It is.
Cheers, dude.
Oh, Ebby's in. Oh, girls.
Abby, hon, how are you?
So, if you fancy one of Mr. Porter's infamous stands,
Yes, get over. Mr. Porter,
His
put
Facebook.
your link down in chat, so
yeah,
in
the
case
Facebook
people.
group.
Yeah.
Hold on. We'll find it. I should be prepared for this, darling. I should be prepared.
Them stands are awesome.
Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the Battlestar Galactica one. Ho, ho, ho.
Do you know the thing is though, I use it on a daily basis. I mean, I use it more as like a build stationy type thing than just a stand. And it's here all the time when I'm ever doing my builds and that. I use this all the time. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I do that for my builds as well. I use the bigger stand to just kind of hold and display my RDAs.
Oh yeah.
Andy, I like your thinking, mate.
What's
So
that?
the link is up for Dilly Gaffati Stands 18+. It is a private group on Facebook, so if you want to join, yeah, show him some love. And if you want more details on his stands, just send him a PM.
Yep.
And let's get him some more work like he hasn't got enough to do over
Yeah,
Christmas.
definitely.
Bless.
So, Stevie baby, what are you
Yes,
vaping
darling.
on? What are you vaping on?
What am I sucking on?
What are you sucking on?
A
I
tip?
dubbed this Mobro.
I think it's no, bro.
Oh, it's splurted. Yeah, it has. Oh, it's all over.
It's flirted.
That's
Is that what they call it now?
That is definitely going to be called Mobro from now on. It prematurely squirted at you.
That's my... Stop it.
It's never happened before.
Sorry, Stevie. That is my birthday present from the cheeky little git that sat in the middle. Well, he's not on the stream, he's on the end. So, that's the Viper Para series. I haven't got it set up in full power because it damn near took my head off when I tried it last time.
It's a good one, isn't it?
Oh, there's some heat comes out of that.
Oh,
Serious heat.
God, Mobro.
What's Mobro
In
doing
that-
now?
OMFG, got to be careful when it squirted, never premature.
Salty. Mm. No. So in that, I've got the peach mango from Cool Air.
What do you think to it?
That is gorgeous. Really nice. You get the sharp peach and then the mango kicks in behind it. It
Yeah.
just takes the edge off it. It's lovely. Then in the MVV2 with the goat on top, I've got orange and mandarin from the same range. That is rapidly going down.
That mandarin comes out really nice.
Oh, does it?
But and you notice that the cooling, it just drops the there's not an actual cooling, it just drops the temperature. If that makes sense.
You
It's
can
not
crank
like
it up.
it's not like a menthol or a Coolard or anything like that. It just literally lowers the temperature.
It's really nice because I mean with this one, I can crank it sort of halfway on the go, and I'm still getting a really pleasant vape when it comes to the heat. But the flavour's brilliant.
Yeah, it's a good range.
Stevie, I have not seen the mods you did for DWJ.
No,
at
I
all.
haven't either. No.
I did.
Are they beautiful?
Right. You know the image that Stevie's got on the group where it's got the silhouettes of the cogs and things?
Oh yes, I did see it. Yes.
No.
It's a mech box, but it's got like the silhouettes of the cogs.
Oh, he did that.
It's
Okay.
gorgeous.
Nice.
They were built, I agree completely, they were porn. They look stunning. Oh. See, Stevie, you're telling me you haven't got enough hours in the day, and then you keep on bringing up these gorgeous beasts that you make.
I know, right?
Good evening, Roxanne.
Good evening.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try, Bunny.
they are absolutely beautiful. They really are.
Where'd you find those? The pictures
I'll
It'd be on his
put them up
Facebook.
on Facebook.
on his personal page.
No, I think they're in the group. No, they're in the group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then Bo had some DWJ mods as well that he was having fun with. Bless him.
Oh God, yeah. I saw him at. We were at Expo, wasn't he? And some of the mods that he's coming out with, I love the boards. The boards inside are really nice.
Oh,
They are stunning. Absolutely stunning. So, Mr. Carew, what is one sucking on?
One is sucking on the Intake Dual, which I am absolutely thoroughly enjoying using, I've got to admit. In there I've got my Homebrew Lemon, and I've got that on the V. Very, very simple setup there. I've also got the Polar Night Taste King. It's an AIO pod system, and to be honest with you, the review's going to come out on Saturday for this one. Do you know when you get that, when it gets sent to you and you think, this is going to be garbage? Well, the first time I used this was on Sunday when we did Tales from the Ohm, when we did the juice tasting of the Trapple. Do you know something? This is absolutely brilliant. The flavour that I'm getting off this one is brilliant. It really is. I'm very, very impressed. This one goes up to, it's very similar to that Smot one, and is it the Vinci? Is it Vinci? Yeah, very, very simple, very similar type of design. But this goes up to 80 watts, and from what I understand, the Nord coils will fit this pod as well. Which I thought which I thought was quite interesting. And yeah, from start get-go, from literally pulling it out of the box and having a go in it on Tales from Home on Sunday, it's a corker. It's got a 1,500 milliamp hour battery, charged by USB-C. I'm genuinely impressed. You know, for a backup mod or something like that, or you just want to carry something small around with you, do like it. I'm not keen on the colour, like, because I've got the rainbow and that lot, but if it was just pure black, it would have been perfect for me, that. Anyway, obviously, I've got Trapple in that one. Also got the Hex with the Zeus X in there. I have got Tea Time Treat from Nova Vapes. And what else have I got? Oh, I've got the Goat on mine. And I've also got, which I did the review, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I did the review of the Narada, even though I wanted to call it the Narada. Still obviously the same.
Is that a pod kit or is that like a billet box?
That is a pod kit, but it comes with, you have to buy separately the RBA deck. So,
okay.
Yeah, so there you go.
Oh, we lost Hodgson.
Oh, we've lost him. It didn't take long, did it?
No.
So yeah,
But
really
sounds
like it.
nice.
It is. The two colours it comes with is nice, but because the RBA deck, it is a bugger to build on because it's so small. So if you've got like sausage fingers and you've got bad eyesight, you're gonna have fun. You really are. But yeah, I like it, especially with the RBA deck. I wish that they include the RBA deck with the kit though, instead of having to buy it separately. But yeah, like it a lot.
That's awesome.
So, have you got any news for us? Anything to tell us?
Well, the full-on vape ban here in Massachusetts was lifted yesterday. That still leaves the flavor ban and 75% excise tax law in effect, though. So, I don't know. We're going to see how it changes things. Shops can reopen now. How many are going to? I have no idea. I do know a few shop owners that have left shops open but weren't selling anything.
He's back.
They had their... What's that?
He's back. What happened there?
Oh, hello.
Oh, your
internet dropped.
Yeah, your internet's dropped again. And you're back again. Sorry, Chris. Sorry.
No worries. I do know a few shop owners that have left their shops open but weren't selling anything. They stopped selling product. So basically their shop was closed all the time, but it was still like open and registered as a business.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to try and reopen, and we'll see how that goes. But as far as companies that have shut their doors completely, I have no idea what they're going to do. They could come back and reopen, or they could just say, no, I'm not even going to bother. Because if this happened the first time, it's going to happen the second time. And the other thing is that you got to consider, now we're only restricted to tobacco-flavored e-liquid. So that's going to cut down a lot of profit from a lot of shops.
Yeah, of course it is. Also,
so
obviously, you've got that 75% tax as well. So that's going to be a
on
tough
everything, not just juice, but that's on everything.
Yeah.
So you're paying an increased price on mods, on coils, on juice, on RDAs, the whole 9 yards. You're paying everything.
Hi,
is
Tom.
going up 75% excise tax for the shop owners, which is going to reflect in the market by an increased price for the consumer.
Yeah. But at least you can get hold of stuff. Yeah. I know it's not great, but you can get hold of stuff.
Yeah,
because obviously you'll have mixed shops, won't you? I mean, it might be suffering for the dedicated shops.
There are dual-use, dual-purpose shops that double as a head shop as well.
Yeah.
That are going to be able to make their money that way as well.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen just yet, but I do know that the vape ban, full-on vape ban, was lifted yesterday, so shops can reopen if they choose to. But we'll just have to see. I know that a lot of people are still going to go over the border. I'm going to still go over to New Hampshire in New Hampshire, and I'm going to go to the vape shops I usually go to and get my juice and all of that stuff because it's not illegal there.
Yeah.
They haven't.
I suppose the only time that it could be a problem is when you're driving back and you've got all that gear in your car, and then he says, "Can you prove that you've paid 75%?"
Right.
How would you get around that?
I don't know. Contact the shop. That's what I would tell them.
Yeah.
Did you pay this 75% excise tax? How the hell do I know? Get a hold of the shop. Do you think it's on my receipt? Absolutely not. The only people that see that excise tax are the shop owners themselves. Yeah. That's it. Those are the only people that see it.
So it's going to be an impossible law to enforce.
Yeah.
More than anything else.
Absolutely.
So, Steve, you're back with us. You're looking very well there. You're not pixelated or anything. Have you got any news for us?
Indeed, darling. Yes. So we all knew it was coming. Finally, the CDC have confirmed that not one shop-bought nicotine-based e-liquid was linked to EVALI. Even though the politicians seem obsessed with it, there is no evidence whatsoever.
Nope.
So the CDC have said publicly, dank vapes were the most commonly reported THC-containing product by hospitalised EVALI patients, but a wide variety of products were reported with regional differences. Right. For those that aren't aware, dank doesn't exist.
No.
Dank is a brand name for
empty bottles.
Basically, in boxes.
Empty bottles. I know you can buy T-shirts and things like that, can't you?
Yeah, pretty much. So other brands linked were TKO, Smart Cart and Rove. CDC highlighted a number of other brands, 146 unique products, Dabwood and Brass Knuckles reported by 10% of patients in the Northwest and West. Off-White, Moon Rocks, Chronic Carts, Mario Carts, Cereal Carts, Runts, Dr. Zodiac, Eureka, Supreme G and Cali Plug reported by 1% to 5%. And use of 134 other products were reported by 1% of hospitalised patients. So, you would think with that, they would change their story, wouldn't you? No. So, what they advise is, whilst the investigation continues, persons should consider refraining from the use of all e-cigarette or vaping products. Give me a break, boys, will you?
Yeah.
You've just proven it. It was THC product. And yet you're still clumping us all together? Come on.
Crackers, isn't it? I mean, and you noticed as well There's been no reports.
Oh, and amazingly, yeah, everybody's disappeared.
All of a sudden it stopped. But has all these people stopped vaping? No. Has anybody stopped vaping? Or just out of curiosity? Because I haven't stopped. I still feel all right.
We did it last... Sinner, I was going to give you the big intro then, but there's no need for that. Wrap myself in a picnic blanket. Kiss my butt. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the Lord of Lewdness. The gringo from the gutter. The sexy beast that is Sinner!
Hey up, Sinner. Hello.
Kid. Moving away from America.
Oh, thank God.
Rapidly. NHSL Scotland. Finally, a good news story from Scotland.
Oh, awesome.
Which I thought was great.
We need a good news.
We did need some good news. 20 health organisations, including NHS Scotland, are saying vaping is definitely much safer than smoking. It's the first time NHS Scotland have publicly backed vaping, and the groups had reached a consensus in order to clear up the confusion around its stance. So in a message to health professionals, the consensus says, do not turn anybody away because they choose to use e-cigarettes, which is an important message. E-cigarettes have been around for a number of years, and we are learning more and more about them, but I think it's safe to say they are a lot safer than cigarettes. If we're trying to help people make a decision about giving up smoking tobacco, then e-cigarettes are a good option to consider. They contain nicotine, which is addictive in itself, and they contain a number of other combustible materials. Really? Really? Combustibles?
There you go.
But if you take it all in the round and compare it with the alternatives, they are a lot less harmful than cigarettes. Good news indeed. So we're going to move over the Straits, and unfortunately, not so good from Ireland. As part of new vape legislation, the Irish government looks likely to bring in an e-cigarette advertising ban. Advertising only. Yeah? So politicians have been under pressure from a growing band of anti-vape groups calling for a complete flavour ban. And yeah, you guessed it, the reason is to protect the children. Come on, guys. Change the record. So Minister for Health Simon Harris was speaking at a focus group where third and fourth year students were discussing whether e-liquid packaging was aimed at children. Well, if they weren't aware of it before, they are now. The event was organised by anti-vape health groups, Irish Heart Foundation and the Irish Cancer Society. Again, really? You know?
You're right there, Chris. I think he's on mute. You're on mute, Chris.
Probably for good reason.
How the hell did I get on mute?
I don't know.
I think parts of your anatomy must have reached up and tickled it, mate.
Not exactly out of character, I suppose.
So,
I was saying, Deadly Sinner just put in a nasty little comment. I loved it.
Oh, thanks. I missed that. Where are we?
Irish, it's like the old joke. What do orgasms and pulses have in common? I don't care if she has either.
Oh! New depths of depravity.
I was just about to ask that question, Steve. Is the advertising ban still on the cards for Scotland as well?
No news for that so far.
Stevie said it is.
And another thing that's, while we're on with Scotland, the Vape and Hemp Expo in February. I've heard nothing.
It's still up.
Yeah, no, it's still, the website's still up, but the website hasn't been updated or anything like that. I checked today and I thought, ooh. So Steve, if you could let us know, sweetie.
Our man in Scotland.
Oh, man. Well, latest news here from Scotland. So what's the weather like? Cold! Bloody cold!
Stop it.
Oh my goodness.
So Tim Collins, the chief exec of the Irish Heart Foundation, states the fact that the only purpose of flavours like strawberry milkshake, cherry crush, chocolate mint and caramel is to lure a whole new generation of children into nicotine addiction. Is anybody else hearing that in an American accent?
Yeah, of course you are.
Yeah.
You hear
honest-
it's strange. You know how you get that picture, that meme where you've got Woody and Buzz Lightyear and they're doing that bit?
Yeah.
They ought to have that across the whole world. American accent. Can you hear the American accent? Because it doesn't matter where you go, it's an American accent.
Bunny darling, I love you. If you're going to pass a comment on what that man said, Bunny's just said it. Get to fuck.
Thing is, though, the beauty about that, you can actually hear Bunny saying it.
Oh, God, yeah. Not that I ever imagined Bunny's voice in my head at all. No.
Oh,
I can.
No.
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't heard her voice in a long time, but I can still hear it.
Do you know when she's actually talking serious, she's actually got quite a sexy voice, to be honest with you. I will confess. She has got
There
a very
is something
sexy...
about
Yeah,
that accent,
she
yeah.
has got a voice.
Jenny Sin wants me to read it in my Trump impression voice.
Go on, then.
It's simply the best. It's the best we've ever seen. Simply the best.
Oh, Bunny, bless you.
You gotta get the kids off the e-cigarettes.
We're not
Do I get the
safe.
feeling that...
We're not safe.
Do I get the feeling
Monkey.
Bunny's blushing now? Bless her.
She has. I can't help it. It's just when I love accents and I love people's voices, especially her voice when she's talking. You can say she's got a lovely voice.
Oh, she's got a sore throat at the moment. It sounds like she should be on one of them dodgy phone lines.
Telephone number is 07. I've got my tissues at hand.
I got a roll of paper towels sitting right over there.
Yep.
Oh, easy, boys. Easy.
Do you need a tissue for your issue?
Getting back to the news.
Back to the news. New York, the emergency vape ban order is brought in back in September. Looks likely to end before it can be enforced. 90 days are almost up, and the ban legislation is held up by court cases brought by the Vapor Technology Association. However, a health department panel is hoping a vote on today will see the Supreme Court in Albany County confirm the ban. So the exec director for the Vapor Technology Association said New York State needs to reevaluate its plan for issuing new teeth, please. It's the thought of Bunny speaking of the sore throat. It's got me rattled.
You guys want some water?
Some water.
You want some water?
Reevaluate its plan for issuing a second unlawful and misguided emergency rule banning flavours. The state is going to waste more taxpayer dollars and create a bigger health crisis by driving people back to combustible cigarettes or to illegal sales in a new and larger black market. True. And it's nice somebody...
Did you see the hearing today in New York?
No, we haven't, no.
There was a hearing earlier. I guess they're trying to...
Hello, Mark and M.
I can't remember if they're trying to extend it or implement a new permanent regulation is what I think is what's going on.
Right.
They're trying to make it permanent.
What, like a total ban like you guys tried to do?
Kind of, but I think it's a flavor ban.
See, this is exactly what I said was going to happen with Trump. Trump's not going to ban anything. He's going to let the states do it themselves.
Yep.
Yep. Leave it to the tards.
Because let's face it, then he's got totally clean hands. totally.
Oh, Roxanne. Give the boys credit. 30 seconds should do it.
Oh, you got to include the vape as well, so that's, 15?
Sod you two, I'm having pizza. That's 10. Right, a little bit of good news from over in the Channel Islands.
In the
So there's
Channel
been
Islands?
the
God,
Channel
you don't hear much
What are
in
those?
channels.
I don't even know what the Channel Islands are.
Jersey and Guernsey. They're 2 islands in between the UK and France.
Oh, all right.
They are tiny, mate. Back in 2005, 19% of the population smoked. It's now down by 8%, which is probably 3 blokes and a cow, but...
Yeah, and probably goat and a chicken.
2/3 of those still smoking are dual users, though.
Mm.
So it looks like vaping's becoming a big thing over in Jersey.
Can you remember the times when you used to be able to get Jersey as a tax haven?
Yeah.
You used to be able to get cheap CDs and that lot from there.
It's the Maldives now.
Mm.
Our friend over in the Philippines, and Ben's going to love this one, apparently Duterte has ordered a hit on Honlick, the inventor of e-cigarettes. This isn't serious. This is him being him. He's known for saying outrageous things in public. And he told the crowd, "Who's the demon who invented vaping? I want to find him, and I will order his extrajudicial killing."
Oh, that's a bold statement
That
to
is
make.
Well, he's claiming it was a joke, but yeah.
That doesn't sound like a joke to me.
It's a bit worrying, that, isn't it?
Yeah, I wonder if he says that to Phil.
To Phil?
Yeah,
Well, no.
Mr.
I
Morris.
can't imagine that. I cannot imagine that.
When he's palming his hand with silver.
Yeah,
UK Vapester, how's it going?
It's the Vapester.
It's the
Jackie!
Vapester.
Hi, Jackie. Huggles. And a big wave.
Vote with your wallet. I mean, yeah.
Bless you, Jackie. No, it wasn't funny. He said a lot worse. He has, Ben. I looked into what he has come up with, and he's outrageous. And finally, I'm popping the link into chat. The site Babylon Bee, they are a sort of bit of tongue-in-cheek news site. And according to a new report, more e-cigs are being disguised as AR-15s to avoid a looming White House ban on the devices. And they've actually mocked up a picture of an AR-15, but it's got bottles of e-juice on the clip. It's actually quite funny.
Yeah.
I know there are those that are going to have a sense of humour failure over it, but when you read the whole thing, it is quite funny. The idea being that an AR-15...
Can I just say something to interrupt you? Sorry.
Sorry.
Vapester, are we here? Is Lethal the only beautiful man?
Oh.
I'm not beautiful.
Oh.
No, you're blooming
I'm
gorgeous.
beautiful.
Dude, I'm happy
a
being
pretty
the ugly
princess.
one. See, you two are after the good lookers. Me, I get the cock blocker. Guaranteed action. What are you looking at me like that for?
I didn't know that he was into cock. That's all. Sorry. If I'd have known that.
You're using the cock.
A sinner.
You did say cock gobbler, didn't you?
No, cock blocker.
Okay, I just have
Oh,
one
so I
question.
thought you said cock blob. Yeah, sorry.
I got a question. Who's the top and who's the bottom? With Steven Sinner.
Oh, thank God for that.
I refuse to answer that. A gentleman doesn't tell.
I think I don't want to incriminate myself here.
There we are, the cock blocker, the kind of woman you can distract with a KFC family meal while you find the right fold for the hole.
Oh, sinner. Oh.
Yes, but they're friendly.
Oh.
Oh, sinner, shush.
Oh, what hairs? What hairs?
Stuart, no, it was Brian Cox, not I love Cox. Brian,
What you
Brian.
said.
I did. I openly admitted live on air that I love Cox. Yeah,
Oh my God, Mark.
it was
How
Brian.
could you do something?
Because we was talking about Brian Cox and Sky at Night and all that lot, and I said, "Oh, I love Cox."
Don't you love it when you shorten something and it just comes out so wrong?
Yes, we were discussing the podcast for the Infinite Monkey Cage. It was rather good. What do you mean there's... Ben, what do you mean there's pictures of me? What, with hair? Yes, there is.
I haven't seen that.
Yes,
You're
yeah.
not gonna. Not unless you troll my Facebook.
Cox the
Cox
DJ.
DJ. No woman loves it when you shorten something. Some of us don't have to.
Yeah.
Jenny, behave.
Cox from every angle. Cox everywhere.
They're just raining from the sky. They're falling everywhere. It's raining cocks. It's raining cocks. The sky is falling.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
God, we really have reached new levels of depravity this week.
Yeah, this is so, like, really low.
Yeah, it is.
I think what it is, well, we always like, it's so, like, I think the vaping industry at the present moment is that depressing.
We need a laugh.
We need a laugh. We need a giggle.
We do.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I was talking to a driver at work today, and I hadn't seen him in absolute ages. What? Now what?
Sinners just put, so if you kiss Sarah Cox, would you admit to having cocks on your lips? Yeah, I
Or
bloody would.
would you admit that you've kissed a cock?
Sarah Cox? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't knock it out.
I don't know who that is, so.
Anyway, getting back to what I was saying, I was talking to a driver today. I ain't seen him in, probably about 18 months, 19 months. And he sort of like generally chatting, so like, oh, he's still doing that vapey stuff, he's still reviewing and that lot. Yeah, da. And he was asking, new products, you know, new stuff. He says, good out into, and I couldn't answer him. For the first time, it was so like, and it kind of shocked me that no, there's no really exciting coming out, or there's no exciting that's been out. And it's so like I got thinking, because obviously we'll probably do an end of year, the year that was, or something like that, over at Christmas period, like. But without spoiling, this year's been crap, hasn't it? For vaping gear, it has been crap.
Not that. I don't know about crap. It's been very pod orientated. And let's be right, the pods aren't aimed at the hobby vapors.
No.
So
It's
yeah,
pods
but,
and
I mean,
AIOs.
There's been some great tanks.
Well, there's been a couple.
Yeah, but let's be right, 2017.
There have been
Every
some
man
good
and his
things.
dog.
There have
always
been
make
some
it.
good things this year.
Like
I will
what?
say that.
Like what? Go on then.
First of all, the Unicorn and the Vert.
Yeah.
Then you've got the Odium, which is also from the same company, but you've got the Barrage, the Passage, the new Trilogy tank. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet. I don't know. There's a few things that I can say that I liked about this year.
There's a couple, there's bits and pieces, but there's nothing new that's wow.
Yeah, no, not like super wow, no.
I mean, you've got a mech mod there, which is a rehash of older mech mods.
Pretty
Even,
much.
don't get me wrong, I'm not dishing it. It's a nice mech mod, but it's a rehash of other mech mods. So it's, there's nothing new there, nothing like that. There's not a new design or anything. All I've got is him smirking.
What?
What are you smirking at?
I'm just having a quiet smirk. It's my constitutional right, dear boy. I can smirk when I wish, where I wish.
You're smirking.
Oh, Stevie's loving the trilogy. My wife actually just won a trilogy in a raffle.
Ah.
Yeah, she's
Cool.
waiting for it to get here. I don't know if she's going to like it, though. I think I'm going to like it, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. She's learning how to build, so.
Cool. Well, I mean, look at it. We've had the Ares this year. We've had the Zeus X.
Zeus X.
Yeah.
Stop it.
What?
Him
Hashtag
being
Zeus X.
rude.
I'm not being rude.
No, me.
Chris.
He's always rude.
I think you better not touch it. Good girl, Rocks.
Tiberius.
I'm not touching it. Both hands are up the air.
I got it to play with as well.
Ooh, the punk pod.
Yeah, the punk pod. Came
See,
yesterday.
look, there it is. The Kelpie was a good one too, JP. Good,
Yeah, I've
good
got
shout
to
there.
confess. I still say that that's going to be probably one of the best ones in
And
the
I
year.
don't think the Kelpie was this year. I thought that was last year.
No, Kelpie was this year, mate.
Kelpie was this year.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he wanted to release it before Christmas. I don't know.
No,
I
that's
thought
the
it-
RDA. He wanted to release
No,
the
no.
RDA.
Last year. I
No,
thought
no.
he wanted to release it before Christmas last
No.
year.
It got released at May Expo.
Mm.
I mean, the RDA. I mean, how much different can there be with an RDA?
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with it. I mean, don't get me wrong, there has been some nice things that have come out this year.
But
Well,
nothing
what-
super innovative.
But nothing, it seemed
No,
to have
no.
really ground to a halt.
I would completely agree with that, mate. But the thing is, a lot of the R&D has gone into the pods and the AIOs.
Or high end. High end has had some good stuff come out, but that's also unaffordable for a lot of people.
Well, this is it. High end, they can afford to take the time and do the R&D and all the rest. Have you got a bit of negativity there, son?
It's me spacey. Looks like a shit on me.
The Asgard Mini has some, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the mainstream market has been aimed at the AIO and the pod. Yeah, and like Vic said on his live, they have flooded the market and they are in real danger of killing it. Because
Cloudy
people are
Blow.
losing interest.
Cloudy Blow says they are moving away from vaping by the looks of it.
Well, he says that you should look at China sites, look at heat not burn devices they're making. I have absolutely this much interest in looking at heat not burn devices. I have zero interest in heat not burn devices. I think that they have absolutely no place in this industry whatsoever.
No, don't get me wrong, they've got their own place, but not here.
Not with vaping, no.
No. I mean,
it's a
I've been asked over the especially over this year, quite a lot of times to review heat not burn devices, and who's vibrating there?
Wasn't me.
Well, it must be Chris.
Are you vibrating, Chris? Are you?
I had a tingle in my ear then.
Yeah,
That's
you did.
quite pleasant.
I know. So,
It's not every day a man buzzes in my ear.
Well, today's your lucky day, sir.
nice bit of a buzz. Get Bunny in this ear, it'd be perfect.
I say.
But yeah, getting back to what we were saying, I think AIOs have got a little bit better anyway than the pods. I've got to admit, especially now that they're doing AIOs that have got variable wattage. You can change the coils, and now you've got RBA decks as well.
Did somebody just kiss Satan's balls?
Try it live.
Struck them right down. Right down.
Mr. Renishaw, hello.
David Renshaw, what's going on, man?
Dude.
Missed you yesterday on the show, man. Mr. Salford Vapor.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
I hope you're feeling better, dude.
Yeah, I hope you're feeling better, kiddo.
Unwell lately.
So I was just trying to find some pictures of the R-Chatty from Limelight Andy Summerfield's just been talking about. Apparently it takes any billet bridge in a tank.
I've always liked the billet box. Always, I mean that is what I would class as the original AIO.
Did it again. Come on, get off the fucking table now. No more vibrating.
That's what she said.
I'm gonna continue vibrating. I just don't want it to come through the phone or the microphone. But
send in big love,
Flat
Dave.
Cap.
Sorry?
I said good evening, Flat Cap.
Boosh!
Gaz,
You're right, buddy!
how
Yes,
was your Sunday?
I know Cloudy. I know Cloudy blows. Heat not burn is not just an ICOS device. There's a lot of cheaper ones being made. Yeah, you're right, but I still don't care. I have zero interest in anything heat not burn.
I think it's like OL, isn't it? It's so like it's its own product. It's like these wax and herb devices. They look very, very similar to a mod like we've got, but the wax and herbal that heat up. It's like reviewing that. We're into vaping.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different genre.
A little bit of a spoiler alert into my personal life, but you got things like that, all right, which are heat not burn, but they're more of a convection, more like your oven, where it's got heat coming from outside. You don't actually touch the material to the heating element itself. It more sits like an oven and just kind of cooks and just vaporizes whatever's in there. But they have those, and those aren't. It's a THC vaping device, but it doesn't belong in this aspect of vaping. It should be its own thing.
But when you're talking tobacco heat not burn, you're looking at effectively the cigarette dipped in VG or PG. Yeah, I mean no.
Well, it's like I explained to him. It's sort of like it's going backwards for me. And trying to explain that to a Chinese company is very, very difficult because they can't see it. And trying to explain to them that the reason why I'm vaping is because of the health benefits. I'm comparing it to heat not burn. I'm going backwards. It might be only percentage going backwards, but it's still going backwards compared to smoking a traditional cigarette. So I can't see the point. Now, from somebody that's smoking a cigarette to go to heat not burn, yeah, I can understand that. They might not be as good as vaping is, but they are less harmful than actually having a cigarette. What the percentages are, I don't know, and I don't believe what ICOS say anyway. So I would say it's got to be in the middle somewhere, hasn't it? You've got your cigarette at this end, you've got your heat not burn, then you've got your vaping. So why go backwards?
Exactly. You're right, Jenny. The people that own ICOS, Philip Morris International, also makers of Marlboro cigarettes, they have, I wouldn't say a large share in Juul. Altria actually owns Juul, but Philip Morris International owns 35% shares. So they hold a... do you have any idea how 2020 will be for vaping? Tom Radio Exact International, here in Massachusetts, it's not going to go well. I can tell you that much right now. I don't think much is going to change over the next year. But with the fighting continuing, who knows? We could turn something around. Don't know.
It's still going to have a trickle down effect with us because if the US market disintegrates, that then makes Europe the biggest markets they've got. Yeah. Which brings us in. However, whether it's a big enough market still to interest the amount of Chinese companies,
that's another thing.
That's the question.
To be seen.
Because you've got to remember that China can't sell to their own. They can sell abroad, but they can't sell to their own. So they haven't got any markets because obviously you've got heat not burn instead. And regarding about stopping and making more heat not burns, in Asia, heat not burn is mega popular and it's being pushed big time.
But
I didn't know Sinner was into a cold pack.
easy. It's all right until some rotten sod splits on you.
Oh, that's why you got to get them fresh.
Don't. Don't. I mean, the
That was
biggest
interesting what Grumpy's just put in. Korean study in the heat not burn recently concluded there were only a reduction in the tier 1 carcinogens, but were there in substance amounts essentially no less harmful than combustible.
Exactly.
Interesting. Right, JP, if you're talking individual countries, yeah, Russia is the biggest market. But if you take Europe as a whole, then Europe is a bigger market. UK, France, and I think Germany.
Yeah, I would agree
and
with
a
Andy,
lot of the
I would
ex.
agree with Andy Summerfield that Asia's the biggest market.
Yeah, Asia is the biggest market, but China can't sell to itself. The Philippines, etc. Philip Morris have got such a stranglehold on it. Yeah.
I mean, next year is going to be. If you're talking about products, I think we're going to get the same old, same old. I really do. I don't think we're going to get much more new things. I think the AIO is the way that we're going at the present moment. It really is. You can tell because they've done the pods. They can't sell any more pods. So now they're going to the AIOs, which is basically a pod, but you can change the coil.
Yep.
My only concern with the AIO is because the coil market's going to drop as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, with the pods, we know a lot of the revenue came from the replaceable pods. Yeah.
Well, that's where they make the money. They'll. It's like I was talking to Vic the other day. We was talking about it. They were quite happy to make a loss on the actual mod because the sales of the actual coil pod things.
So with the AIOs, are we going to see an increase in coil prices? Because they're not going to be making the same percentages. So it's either going to be more expensive devices or more expensive accessories.
See, coming at it from a coil builder's point of view, it's going to suck to be us. I'm not a big coil builder. I build my coils. I sell my coils here and there. I'm not a massive name in the coil building, area. But coming from a coil builder's perspective, all of these pod mods and kits and AIOs that are coming out are going to hurt us. More people are buying the pods. More people are buying the AIOs. Nobody's going to want to buy coils because they don't need them. So it's going to hurt people like me as well.
But we had this discussion one Sunday, and the other downside of the pod is the art of coil making is going to die.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Not just the ones that you purchase, but people actually getting a roll of wiring themselves.
I don't know about that.
I think, me personally, I think that's fading as well. People actually making their own coils.
Nope, not here.
In this country?
Not for me, personally.
Well, you personally, but I'm talking about in general. Now, people would rather buy a coil. Because let's face it, it's trendy to have an alien. It's trendy to have a staggered fuse Clapton.
But those that are really into it aren't going to give that up.
But what I'm saying is, the standard, box standard round wire builds, when Coil Master was going for it, and you used to buy your Coil Master, and you used to do your 6 wraps of your 22 gauge or whatever it is, or 24 gauge, that is dying off because people are just buying pre-made coils.
Well, when I first got into mechs, went down my local B&M, and there was 3 or 4 old boys sat in the corner of the shop just chatting, and you asked the question, and one of them just whipped out a portable coiling kit. Yeah. And it was brilliant. It was like, "Whoa, I'm getting one of them," and I did. But you just don't see it anymore.
No.
You see people walk into the vape shop, say, "Have you got coils for so and so?" Or have you got some aliens? And then they're buying the little pots.
Interesting what Tom's just said. It's strange, is that from Germany, I almost only receive positive messages about vaping. They want to expand the vaping there.
Good.
Good.
That's awesome.
I think Germany took the right stance when it came to, especially when they came to the TPD as well, because obviously they didn't want restricted tanks. So you had the tank market. So the tank market over there, they're always massive big tanks, especially in Germany.
Yeah.
It seems to be really big on the big chunky loads of metal tanks.
Well, look at the Brunhilde.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But here, I mean, I've without dishing the UK, I think we are a little bit lazy. So we like ease of use, whereas the small percentages of people that like watch yours and like ourselves, we're into building, we're into the DIY side of it.
Cloudy blows. What's the point to buying handmade? Quality, performance. That's the big difference. You don't go to Coil Master or Demon Killer Coils to look for quality. That's just convenience. That's just ease. But the biggest point to buying handmade coils is quality and performance.
But like Jack says, Amazon, you can pick up a box of pre-made coils for as little as $6.50.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
then-
you know what? You're getting what you pay for.
Yeah, but
You are.
and also they're
Absolutely.
not handmade.
No.
No, they're machine
They're
made.
machine
coils.
made.
No.
But the thing is, I find, and some people are going to argue with this, a decent round wire build will still give me as good a flavour as any one of those cheap aliens.
Oh yeah. It's only when you start actually going into handcrafted coils, like what Chris does, or what Chris Grimes does, or
Sean.
J-Boy Coils
Yeah.
or N Divine 83.
It's when you start getting into that side of the coils that they are handmade coils. You know that they've been sterilised several times. They are pristine in quality.
And they're going to last longer too.
I mean, Bluminette, you look after a good set of coils. I've got a pair of Chris Grime coils in, which one is it now? It was originally me. I've just swapped them out. I've had that in there now 3 months. Same
I had
coils.
a message from Chris Doyle a year after he bought my first coil. He was still using the first set.
Yeah. You buy
A
a
year
decent
after.
one. But unfortunately, people go for the cheap end of the market and buy Coil Master coils that are just mass produced,
Right.
which are different. But the art of actually making your own coils is always good.
Yep.
Oh, too, right? I mean, let's say Saturday night, you come in, boom, you burn out your coil, easily done. Yeah. It's got, what's that?
Bill Richards says he still has my original coils in his FP.
Dear Lord.
It's been a while since Bill Richards ordered those coils. It's been a long while.
Saturday night, you've come in from the pub, you've accidentally turned your mod way up, you fire up, and after you stop coughing, you realise you burnt your coil out.
Yep.
Well, if you're out of pre-mates, you're either stuck till first thing when you can get to a B&M, or you whip out your jig. Irish, easy.
Be careful.
Careful, easy to
Get
get.
your coil out, and you build. It's amazing what you can build when you're drunk.
See, the thing is, though, I mean, it's like any cottage industry, though, isn't it? And that's where you can buy jam from Tesco's, but then you can go to the Village Fete and buy a jam. And the quality and the love and the attention that went into the Tesco's jam won't be the same as what the love and attention that went to the Village Fete one. And that's the best way of explaining it, really.
Yep. Bill Richards, just before I stopped making them, he ordered. And so that's been about a year.
You look like a dog with peanut butter on the roof of its mouth then, Chris.
Well,
When you were giving it the...
yeah, I had some spit up. Coming in.
You had some what?
My RDA was very moist.
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 I know a certain lady in chat that's going to give you hell for that.
Odd sensation that. The first time a tip was ever squirted in my mouth.
Oi.
Oh,
Oi.
no, we're not going there.
No.
Oh, no.
It's spit back, not spit up, young man.
Yeah. Roxy.
I say.
We're back to Cox again.
We'll give him a sound thrashing later, Roxy. Don't worry about it. There we are. Tiberius says, the cheap liquid I use most of the time, I'd feel bad using it on handmade coils. The cheap ones I'm not fussed about. No, Tiberius, let's be right. We
are terrible. Oh, you are terrible.
You vape to your budget, don't you?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, of course you do.
if you can't afford handmaids, there's no shame in using cheap oil, you know.
And you can't get cheaper than round wire and doing them yourself.
Too right. And you can get some stunning, stunning
really
coils.
can. You really can. I do on a regular basis.
Like, if I had to stop making coils tomorrow, I would buy from a handmade coil builder.
Yeah.
I would not go to like Demon Killer Coils or Tom Radio Exact. That is a very subjective question. My personal favorite are Aliens. I don't find that, staggered stapled or frame staples, I don't find they perform any better than my Aliens.
Fist bump for Timmy.
Which is why I sell Aliens, because they're the coils I use every single day. Every day. These are the same coils that I vape all the time. So that's why I enjoy selling my Alien coils, my fused Claptons, and my Claptons.
See, if I'm using a Mac, 22 gauge round wire, can't beat it.
Yep. I'll go with that.
I've gone 20. I've gone 20 gauge.
Yeah, 20 gauge as well. But 22
But that's
gauge,
really thick wire, though.
yeah, that's like chicken wire, it says. But you've got the... See, the thing is, though, if you're using low gauge wire like that, like 20 gauge or 22 gauge, you end up having the surface area. You're having virtually the same surface area that you would with a Clapton at a lot thinner gauge. And you get the fast ramp up speed and everything, so you get a really good warm vape.
And Ben's just raised a very good point. Decent quality wire makes all the difference. It does.
Yeah, of course it does.
It does.
You know,
Absolutely.
We are very lucky in the UK. We've got some really good suppliers. You know, I'm still not sure whether the flat wire, because it was a thing. Flat wire.
I didn't mind flat wire, to be honest. I've still got some now.
Personally, I prefer round.
Flat wire is good. I got 21 gauge flat wire from Knucklehead Vapes. Brilliant. It depends on what RDA you're going to put it in. Things like the Drop or the Dead Rabbit, it was brilliant for, because it wasn't twisting your coils or anything like that. It was going straight in nice and flat. So you could get that surface area, because obviously you're getting a flat surface area. So obviously more surface area, the more flavour that you get. And them flat wires were brilliant.
To be fair, I mean, my go-to at the time was Zagoon. And
Good idea.
Flat wire is brilliant on the Goon because of the design of the actual
clamps.
the clamps.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
I still got better flavour out of the round.
I haven't tried flat wire and I haven't tried square wire.
One of my favourites was getting 24 gauge and twisting it. Love doing that. 24 gauge. Twist it.
Showed me that.
Yeah. Because what happens is, I mean, you can either do it by hand and literally twist it, or you can get, so like you drill and get it really fine twist. Once you've actually wrapped it, what happens is, because you've got like little divots, because obviously you've got your twist and you get your little wells, what happens is that when you squirt your juice drops into them wells. Then when you fire it, you get that little bit of a spark, but you get more flavour.
Oh, it was good stuff.
It's exactly the same way how an alien works. Because you've got all them little divots and that's what makes it a better flavour. Because you're actually putting juice with the actual coil itself is actually becoming a wicking material.
Yeah, I must admit, a simple twist. I mean, I've tried juggernauts, I've tried various tiger coils. What the hell are tiger coils? Because I really didn't get any joy out of them.
To be honest with you, never tried building them. I think the most...
So would you say you're mainly alien man?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Through and through. Through and through.
Because I remember one time that Claptons were the thing.
Yep.
Oh, no, I just have Claptons. And now it's aliens. But I like simple round wire. I don't think you can beat it. It's very, and you can get a really good fake from simple round wire. Go back to basics. Sometimes it's really worth doing. So you've got a nice bit of round wire. Don't mess about with bacon and all that lot. Just go for your box standard Muji. It's as cheap as out. I mean, really
Tom Radio
cheap.
Exact says he uses two 26 gauge cores and 32 gauge for fused Claptons, or he uses 3 times twisted 24 gauge.
Yeah.
Simple 2-strand on the twist gives you some amazing flavour.
See, I like the surface area of aliens as well. You're using 3 core wires. You widen that coil up, which is going to give you more surface area too. And it's got in the wraps, it's got those little crevices between the wraps that actually help to hold that juice in and give you some better flavor.
Yeah.
I was just hit it right on the head there. Tiger coils is Chinese for, we had a bunch of shite left over, let's twist it all together and call it something. Honest, the tiger coils that I bought were the most useless coils I've ever tried. My first attempts at round wire were gave me better flavour than I was getting off these tiger coils.
Yeah, see, Chris Doyle's an alien guy too.
Timmy, I'm exactly the same. I have got boxes and boxes and boxes of wire from Nichrome, NI80. I've got various stainless steels from 316L to 317L to all sorts. I've got loads. I've got absolutely tons and tons. I haven't bought wire 3 years.
Gordon Bennett.
Oh, I tell a lie. I bought one wire, and that was from Knucklehead. That was the flat wire. But I have not had to buy any wire for 3 years.
I probably have about 10 to 12 spools of wire downstairs in the basement in my workshop, and I probably only use about 3 of those right now.
Oh, I've got literally a box full. And when I say a box full, I mean a big box full. Ranging from 32 gauge all the way up to 20 gauge in various types of...
Oh, Deadly Sinner, don't use that, please.
What's that?
He says he still has 10 meters of silica wick and mesh from back in the old days.
Awesome!
Oh, that's gross. I tried that once.
I remember the days you're talking about coils. I remember back in the day when you used to have to... You'd get 32 gauge and you'd wrap it around this. You'd double up your silica wick and you'd wrap it around the wick. That's how you used to do it. We never even thought about Ohm's law. It was sort of like, well, how many wraps do you do? Oh, I'm doing 7 wraps. All right, I'll do 7 wraps. And you weren't bothered if they were neatly together and all that. Like, yeah, just slap it in your eye, go hell, and you'd be right.
Be ace.
It was simple. Yeah. I've got to admit, literally 3-4 years ago, it was a lot simpler. A hell of a lot simpler.
You weren't dealing with anything that was sort of the 200 watts and all the rest.
Yeah,
I know
true.
the batteries weren't as good. But...
True. Yeah, but we was using as mechs and things like that, so we were getting.
You must have been getting closer.
We were using mechs then. That's why we used mechs, because obviously there were no top market at the time. I think maximum you could get was something like 20 watts.
Gordon Bennett.
Damn.
I mean, I remember when the what was it now? Was it Aspire? No, it brought out the 50 watt, and it was like, wow, oh my god, it got 50 watts. It's sort of like blow me head off. I also remember the time that when someone turned around to me and said they've got a 0.5 ohm coil, he was like, what? Yeah, it's called sub-ohming. Oh, do you know how dangerous that is? That is, oh boy, that is seriously dangerous. Those were the days.
So Tom just asked, if you had to choose a factory coil, which one would it be?
Wotofo.
Yeah, I'd agree with you.
And there's a reason for that, because Wotofo have done what other companies should be doing. Wotofo is probably the only exemption from my previous statement of factory coils. Wotofo doesn't make factory coils anymore. They don't. They outsource to actual handmade coil builders.
That's
I heard that.
So they have outside coil builders that build for them. They put their name on it and sell them.
Cool. Interesting.
So that's my go on Wotofo.
Trying to think what the name of the... I've had a senior moment. I can't remember the firm I normally buy wire from.
Abby started on the E-Leaf iStick 35 watt.
Reverend, I actually do have a coil graveyard, actually. Ones that I just can't seem to get rid of. I can't bring myself to get rid of them because they're still good coils. I've used...
Oh, yeah,
my coils don't die. My coils just simply don't die. So I have coils in a bunch of stuff that I can continue to reuse and don't need changing. So
yeah, I mean, if the likes of Crazy Wire, if you can't afford, the higher end handmade coils, Crazy Wire still do handmade coils, but they're a bit cheaper.
But Crazy Wire also do just the wire, so you can wrap them yourself. Yeah. But they also do the round wire as well. Also, Stealth Vape, they do wire as well. I've had some.
I get all my wire from Lightning Vapes in Florida. That's where I get all of my stuff from, and obviously the quality is there. It's cheap enough for me to be able to afford. The quality is there, the performance is there, and I don't have to spend an arm and a leg on like Twisted Messes wire or Kidney Puncher or something else.
I think the thing is though, with people like that, you are actually paying for the name as well.
Right. That's what I mean. I can get the same quality from Lightning Vapes wire that you could get from Twisted Messes. I've used Twisted Messes, and it hasn't made much of a difference for me.
I see a few years back, I'll say quite a lot of years back, Crazy Wire used to be a bit of a pain because their wire wasn't consistent through the reel.
That's what I heard about Crazy Wire too.
But that was a long time ago. Ever since I've been using them, they've been fine.
I've never had a bad reel yet from Crazy Wire.
No, especially now since they've changed their design as well. Since they kind of upped the game, they did.
Tiberius Jax, what kind of coils are you trying to make, buddy? Let me know that. Yeah, let me know what you're trying to build. I can give you some more advice. But without knowing what kind of coil you're trying to make, I have no input on the situation.
I've not tried Stealth Vape. I might.
Yeah, Stealth Vape. Very good. Yeah.
Because normally if I'm doing the coil, I'll stick it through. Once I've built it, I'll stick it through the ultrasonic anyway, just in case there is anything on the reel.
Yep.
I mean, you should, if you're building your own coils anyway, you should wash them anyway.
Oh yeah, absolutely, every time.
Yeah.
They
Even
go
if
right into my ultrasonic cleaner.
Even if
after I
it's-
inspect them, of course.
even if it's a boring round wire, I would still wash it. Because let's face it,
I go.
you
I build, and then I go over each coil with my magnifying visor and make sure that everything is right where I want it to be. And me being a perfectionist, I try to get perfection. And then I'll throw them right into my ultrasonic cleaner before I ship them out.
Because you've got to remember that Crazy Wire and that lot, they weren't originally designed to be made for coils that go in these things.
Oh, no.
Tom, what do you mean thread? Because I don't know of thread. I know wire, but I don't use like thread.
It's probably is wire, Chris.
Yeah, there's no wrong with 26 gauge Canthal. Me personally, I prefer the thicker. I'm happy around 22, 21 and 20 gauge.
I use 26 for my cores right now, for my core wires and my aliens. I am not a fan of Canthal, though. I am nichrome 80 or stainless steel guy, primarily nichrome 80.
Andy, I wash them.
Oh,
I actually wash me coils. Hot water and soap.
Okay.
And then put them in my sonic cleaner.
I was going to say, I dunk them in alcohol first because it tends to get rid.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So Tom meant wire instead of thread. My brand of wire is Lightning Vapes wire. Actually, they've changed the name. Now it's Wire Optim. It's still found on the Lightning Vapes website, but they've just changed the name of their wire.
Yeah, I do love it when we get into these geeky little chats because all these firms just pop up. Ones I've not heard of. I mean, Stealth Vape, call me ignorant. It's not one I've heard of, so I will.
Well, Stealth Vape, they don't just sell wire; they sell all sorts. If you want to make a mod, I believe they make parts for mods and all sorts.
Ooh.
Nah, Cloudy, I need less time with Canthal.
Hi, Rose.
No, I'm Nichrome. I like it, but I'm also very aware that there are those that have got allergy issues with it.
Yeah. That's what that always surprises me with China companies, because when you get it's like that Polar Night, they're both nichrome coils in that. China seem to do a lot of nichrome. In the pods and that lot, and especially when considering that Canthal is pretty safe with most people. They don't have allergies with it, even though I have heard that some people can have an allergy to Canthal. You'd think they'd stay away from nichrome, just in case.
Cloudy, no, I don't. I don't vape Canthal pods.
Oh. Thank you, boys. I've just found the Stealth Vapes website. That may take over from RedTube, to be honest.
Shit.
It's a good site.
Graham Spears, I don't know what NIFE is. If you can let me know. I've never used it before, so I don't know what that is. If you can let me know what it is, I might be able to give it a shot.
Yeah, I've got NI90.
What they do have for sale is a car cup mod holder.
Yep.
So like your coffee cup holder in your car?
You could just put it in there and hold your mod.
And juice. What a great idea.
That's awesome.
Man, not cheap, 14 quid.
To be honest with you, Tiberius, the one that I noticed the most is stainless steel in vaping. I really notice a difference with stainless steel, especially on round wire. It's got a cleaner vape. Really has.
It does.
A lot cleaner vape.
I'm not a big fan of stainless. Never have been.
See, I was using stainless 317L for a good while. Not the 316, 317. And that is lovely, that. Really crisp, you get a really nice, crisp, fresh vape from that.
Damn, I just nearly did
The NI80, the only difference I've noticed with NI80 and Canthal is NI80 heats up quicker.
You don't notice better flavor or nothing?
Nope.
No,
No.
I do. I
Nope.
find that Canthal leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Now, I've heard that from some people.
I know
But
Bill
then-
Richards is the same way.
But then I've also heard people who use nichrome say it gives them a sort of metallic twang to the juice.
That's what I felt.
So it's horses for courses, isn't it? I mean,
Oh, of
I
course
think
it
it's
is.
a case of trying it and
Different strokes for different folks.
That's I've said it thousands of times. That's why I love about vaping community. We're all doing the same thing, but we're all different.
Yeah.
And it's so like we get into these conversations. It's so like, oh, have you tried this? Oh no, I didn't know. I hadn't heard that. It's like Steve didn't hear about self-vape before. It's I love that banter. I just absolutely love it to pieces. And it's so like, have you tried this? Oh, I never knew about that.
and spool tamers for me. Yeah,
School
easy
tamers for me
Irish.
all day. All day.
I'd always thought, what a waste of money, and then I bought some, and I was like, where have I been?
I used to make my first ones by hand. My first spool tamers I made by hand, just a piece of elastic, like an elastic nylon band, and a key ring. That's all I used. And then I went and I bought some out, and I was impressed.
Now, what I do like here is they've got some fused Clapton wire shots. So, like 10, 12 strands in a little sort of glass jar.
Jenny, bless you.
Beat
Knicker
along.
elastic. That's
Those
what
are
you
the ones
missed,
I have.
Jenny. Knicker elastic and split ring.
Yep, those are the ones I have, Irish. I have the Beetle spool tamers for sure. No. Tom Radio, you
No.
cannot use Canthal in temperature control mode.
No.
Nickel, titanium, stainless steel, Ni200.
Back in the day when
Micros.
temperature control was a thing, they did try to make a mod that could read Canthal, but it was never accurate enough. There are mods back in the day, probably 2014-ish, that tried to temperature control Canthal, but yeah.
Oh,
just
Jenny
didn't
said that SoulOhm, you don't have the power to do that.
God bless her.
work. You don't know half, Jenny.
He is a bit of a black beauty.
Oh, jeez.
Dark horse.
Mandingo.
No, I wasn't talking. Chris, you had to take it there, didn't you? I was
Yeah,
referring
Irish,
to
you
the fact
made
it's
one.
dark horse. Oh, Big D, how you doing, dude?
Kidder.
Big D. If SoulOhm did, I'd be melting by now, says Jenny.
No, we just need a bucket of water for that, don't we?
Ben says DNA mods have.
You're going to go straight to hell for that one, boy!
Told you, dude. I've already got a chair booked. The only problem is Satan sat in it.
He's just keeping it warm for you, is he?
Oh, hell yeah. Toasty, just how I like it. Now, Master Lung pre-mades. Are they a thing?
They are.
Yeah, of course they are.
Wotofo made some and shipped them out for the Sting MTL. They made some coils for that. I don't know what other MTL stuff they've done, but I'm assuming they ship out coils for those too. So, actually, let me just check. I can check one.
Looks like you're sharing with Bunny.
Bunny, you can sit on my knee, love.
Oh, shit.
Only works if I had a white top hat. Not when I'm not wearing one. Stop it.
Hey.
Pop a leg, but you my wife now. No, I know Nature Vape was selling them obviously for the True Vape, and I just thought, well, the thinner gauge wires, they're so much easier to work with.
But you can still buy Claptons and that and Aliens, even for mouth to lung.
Bunny, you make me blush on cam, and we're going to have words.
Not this guy. Looking right now, I'm seeing the highest, I think, that I'm seeing there.
Bill Richards!
I'm shocked.
The only thing I'm seeing that's even close to mouth to lung for their pre-built coils are dual core fused Claptons at 0.62. So,
I mean, let's face it. You gave me some. What was the now? These were a 0.3 Nacro fused Claptons. So if you only had a mouth to lung that was sort of a single core, that would come out at 6 approximately.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they'd be mouth to lung coils.
Here we are. Andy says, I found that simple ram wire builds and simple Claptons are best for mouth to lung. The complex coils don't add anything to mouth to lung, and complex coils don't tend to be high enough in ohms for proper mouth to lung.
Yeah.
It's a weather vane, you filthy animals.
Filthy
yeah,
animals.
say what you want, Irish.
What about veins?
But to be honest with you, if you're mouth to lunging, I think it's straight blooming round wire. I won't mess about. When I was playing around with the True tank from Nature Vape, I was just putting normal round wire in it.
Don't Irish me, BFG, just because you didn't think of it. Bet you're thinking of it now. Nope, I can honestly say I haven't got a weather vane in my head. No. Shocking. No, I mean, the thing is, mouth to lung, it's not my bag. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the True Tank. I bought one. But a mate broke his glass on his mouth to lung, so I ended up giving him the True Tank, you know.
Oh, bless you.
But it was enjoyable. Oh, the baby oil, yeah, that's in my head. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I've already come up with at least 7 different ways of applying it. Right. But I'm a direct to lung. I always have been. I started direct to lung. I didn't get on with mouth to lung when I made the change.
It's like we were saying before. I review mouth to lung devices, but I have to give myself nearly a day to remember how to do mouth to lung. It's the weirdest thing. It's so like you think it would come so naturally after smoking, but it's not.
I'm getting back into it. I'm getting there. It's becoming less and less tickly at the back of my throat, so I'm not coughing like I was. Shut up, Steve. No comments.
I didn't.
I can see it. Rolling around in there.
Rolling around.
If you could see in my head, you'd be screaming, mate.
Something tells me I should be already.
What are you on about? He's got Dante's Inferno in his head.
Dante's Inferno. It's funny you bring that up. I just watched the animated film the other night.
The anime.
Yeah, I've got that on Blu-ray.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Isn't it?
Look at us all getting educational.
Thank you very much, Tom. I appreciate that. It is a stunning looking little mod.
It is, isn't it? It is nice.
Yeah, it's making me think Matrix.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's that green.
It's the green.
Good point.
Yeah.
Fair play.
So maybe they should have called it the Trinity.
Yeah.
I always thought the throat tickle was down to freebase Nick as opposed to Salt.
No, I don't get it from Freebase Nick. I only get it from Nick Salts.
Me too.
And from mouth to lung.
If I go on 20 mil Nick Salt, it's like somebody sandpapered the inside of my throat.
Mm.
I know Mark's called me a big Jesse for that before, but
Behave,
the
Jarvis.
thing that annoys me is I spent months getting down to 3 mil. Yeah?
Hello, Jips. Is it Jips? Jips84?
Just
Jesp,
Jisp.
good evening. I spent months getting down to 3 milligram, and then I get my hands on a pod, and what do? I go out and buy Nick Salt.
yeah.
See, the thing is, you've always got to remember that between direct to lung and mouth to lung, it's the absorption rate. That's where it all lies. Yes, you have dropped down to 3 milligram nicotine when you're direct to lunging, but the actual volume of vapor that you're inhaling into your lungs is bigger.
True. There's no way I'm not going to do a bow and try salt on a dripper. No.
Oh, I've done that. Yeah.
No.
But saying that, when
Wanna
I
see
used
you
to
do
be
it?
a smoker, I always used to say I'd smoke camel shit and bus tickets.
Got some Nick Salts right here and a dripper. Just saying.
Jen, I'm ignoring that. You have to remember, dear, married for far too long. It takes a good performance to get a standing ovation.
Wow, didn't
we
know
got?
Bill. Bill was 5 years Nick free until May of Expo. Wow. So what made you go back to the Nick then? If you were Nick free for 5 years, that's
No,
not-
Get it nicked out from all the
tried
juice.
so
and
many
then-
nicked up liquids.
Yep.
Oh right, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, misunderstood your comment there, Bill. Sorry.
Yeah, Tiberius is the way it goes, mate. I mean, some days, Jesus, I get through that much 3 mil. I do wonder whether I need to have a bottle of 6 about just to
Oh yeah.
take the edge off. Yeah.
I mean, I'm terrible anyway. I'm a
That's
blooming-
different for me because I'm chain vaping all day
Yeah, I am.
long. So for me, 3 milligram, perfectly fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm blooming chain vapor, me. But saying that,
That's why
I was exactly the same when I had cigarettes.
Yeah.
So like, by the time I put one out, I'll light another one up. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I constantly have like 5 or 6 different setups going all at once. You know,
I think that the thing I find is if I'm busy at work, right, I can't vape at work. The only time I can vape is during my lunch break. And it doesn't bother me. Was the fag, I'd have been climbing the walls by 10 o'clock. You know, any excuse. And yet, stick me in a car journey, and Mark will vouch for me on this, I'm constantly puffing away, aren't I?
yeah, you're a constant puff. Yeah,
Oh,
over the way.
You say the sweetest things, darling.
actually, Tom Radio Jack, I cannot post a link to the website. We are not allowed to post links to sites that sell these products on YouTube. So again, I'll say it, but I can't put it in chat. That's areliquid.com.
ARE liquid.
Yep, areliquid.com. That's where you can find all of the unicorn products.
Cool.
And I actually just have to say this again, massive thanks to somebody that's in chat right now, Mr. Vaping Irish. Very big thank you to him for piffing this to me out of a contest that he won. So I do appreciate that, man. It is absolutely
That's awesome,
amazing
that.
and one of my favorite mods. So thank you.
See, Jenny, if Irish really loved you, he'd have piffed you.
Oh, Tiberius, congratulations, brother. He got his sister off cigarettes today, bought her a Logic Compact and some pods as normal AIO haven't worked, so I said try this. Congratulations, Tiberius. I'm super happy for you. Congratulations to your sister as well.
That's cool. See, if I was going to get somebody off, I'd have probably handed him a Caliburn.
If you were to get somebody off.
The fags.
Okay, there you go. You have to specify in this chat.
never used to be like this.
I'm going to say it's normally a KFC, isn't it?
This is a family-friendly establishment, folks.
Actually, it's probably a bag of chips and some scraps on top.
I'm classing me, bottle of Nuki Brown and a Parmo. Yeah.
Oh, not a pucker pie.
No, it's got to be a Parmo. Anybody who's from the Middlesbrough area, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh my.
Oh, brilliant, Jax.
Yeah.
She just texted to say it's working for her. I was amazed when I got her set up to work for me. I suddenly realised I'd been vaping all day and I'd not wanted a fag.
And I tell you one thing, there's nothing more satisfying than helping somebody else.
Oh, God, yeah.
No, absolutely not. That's
Honestly, you feel absolutely awesome.
It is.
It may be 9,000 calories, but them calories is good.
It's good.
Just a heads up, guys. We are nearing 20 minutes on the 2-hour mark, just to let you guys know.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey, oh. I didn't realise. Blow me out. Oh, we'll carry on for a bit longer.
We'll carry on anyway.
Yeah. It's not like anything else is on, is there? We're not interrupting anybody else, are we?
Paper coils, you need to go see how fit Roxy's hair has just turned out. Well, I would love to, but I'm here with you guys.
We've seen how fit Roxy's hair turned out.
Apparently she did
yeah.
something else to it just now.
Oh, well, she said she was going to darken it down.
Well, Jenny and my wife have kind of become friends now, so.
I'm keeping quiet.
Saying,
Nix that. Just nix that all the way. Nix it.
Oh, JP. It's going to a family visit the family at the weekend, so we'll be having Parmo on Saturday night after a good drink.
What's Parma?
Parmo. Think pork escallop or chicken escallop, beaten down to about centimetre thick, breaded, deep fried, really thick bechamel sauce on top, sprinkled with cheese and banged under a grill. Normally served with chips and salad. That's if you're a health freak, otherwise it's just chips. And garlic mayo. It is one of the most delicious things you can ever have. You know a kebab's only good when you're drunk. Yeah?
Yep.
A Parmo, you could have just walked out of church and it still tastes like angels are dancing on your taste buds.
It's gorgeous.
Welcome back, Mo Bro.
Welcome back. Yay!
Helicopter.
Yeah.
Helicopter.
Bless. Just made some food. Come on, admit it. You snuck off for a sneaky cuddle. Vaping Irish, what's it? Chicken Parmo, yeah. It's very similar to a chicken Parmesan.
Okay, that I can get behind.
Yeah, but
Yep.
you've got bechamel sauce on top and then cheese rather than a tomato sauce.
And you put scallop in it too, so. Isn't that what you said? You take scallops and chicken?
Yeah, chicken scallops.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We don't do that with our chicken parm. We don't put scallops in there.
No, not scallop seafood.
Oh,
Chicken escallop. You know, fillet.
A fillet.
oh, okay. All right. You people over in the UK eat some weird shit.
What?
I don't know what you guys are talking about when you guys say a certain thing like chicken parmo. I had to ask because it sounded a lot like chicken parmesan.
Dude,
But
you are from a country that eats sodding grits.
but you
It's
guys eat
orange.
hummus. Not hummus. What's the fucking word? Haggis. They eat haggis over in the UK.
Yeah,
How
what's
can
wrong
that be
with that?
delicious?
It's awful. It is delicious,
It is
dude.
delicious. And if you ever
can't
get
see it being
chance,
delicious.
try white haggis.
White haggis?
Oh.
What's the difference?
Ooh.
What's the difference?
I'll be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure.
But it tastes, no, it tastes very, very different.
tastes
Same
very
with
different.
white blood sausage is gorgeous.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Let's have a look. White haggis.
It's the whole lungs and heart and liver and everything kind of blended together that... nope.
Why?
Thanks. I'm sorry, Chris Doyle. I didn't mean to offend, but no,
Black
I couldn't
pudding
do it.
is gorgeous. Black
Dude,
pudding.
I would probably gag just trying to get it
Oh,
to my
black
mouth.
pudding. Do you like black pudding as well?
We don't have the same kind of black pudding that you guys have.
Mm.
We
Right,
have.
white pudding, yeah, rather than blood, there's more pork fat in it.
Oh, you're talking about haggis?
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's richer. This is what I'm reading off this haggis website. My God, haggis everywhere. But an Ulster fry. Ask Bunny what an Ulster. It's an English. It's a cooked breakfast. Yeah, what we would call a full English, but the Irish version. Oh, to die for.
And talking about America, we've watched Man vs. Food. I mean, come
Oh
on.
hell yeah!
So we know what you eat.
And diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Yeah.
There's some weird shit on there.
There's some serious weird shit. How big a sandwich do you need?
Oh, you should see some of the sizes of the sandwiches over here.
Yeah, I know. And you're on about us out eating weird shit.
Oh, man. We don't eat weird shit. We just eat a lot of bad shit.
Lawn square sausage is a Scottish delicacy.
Yeah,
so
that's
you're
a
more likely to
Scotty,
get
that.
on the Scottish fry up.
Oh, you could have a Scotty. Oh, I
But
love
the
Scotties.
Ulster fry. Oh,
Never even heard of it.
when you've got soda bread that's been toasted in the bacon fat. Oh,
I love soda
I'm going
bread.
to have to make some soda bread.
oh.
I'm going to have to make some because I do baking, so.
Phil says, I agree. Offal tastes like someone's already eaten it.
No, sorry, Phil. Give me liver and bacon any day of the week.
Yes, Tiberius Jacks. Ribs and barbecue sauce is the best in Texas.
Yep. Well, they're renowned for it.
Yeah, they are.
They certainly are. They know how to make a...
Depends what style of barbecue you like. Because there's a lot of people in Memphis that would disagree with that.
Probably, yeah.
And I totally agree with Chris Doyle. You can't beat a Scottish fry up. You can't.
I'd still go for the Ulster fry every day of the week, mate. Every day. It looks like I have, but
I'm gonna have to make that soda bread and fry it up in some bacon grease. I'm gonna have to.
I think it's ace that even though we're across the pond, we speak the same language, basically.
It means very different things.
But it means so big different things, yeah. I find
There
it
we go.
amazing.
Frank's just said Carolina barbecue way better than Texas.
Really?
Ooh.
I'll have to try some
I
Carolina barbecue.
Now, Carolina, that's the vinegar-based sauce, isn't it?
Mm.
You know what else
It
is
is,
really
yeah.
good? Is Tennessee. Tennessee barbecues? Oh, really
yeah.
good.
Well, they'll have Jack Daniels all over it.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, grumpy bread. I have at work, there is a pot of pork dripping. Oh. And at 10 o'clock, sticking 2 slices of wholemeal, pork dripping, and just a little pinch of salt on it. Oh.
Ooh.
The difference in the word fanny alone is outstanding.
Yeah,
You
I
ain't
know.
kidding, Irish.
Yeah, you're not wrong, dear.
You walk into a London boutique and ask for a fanny pack and see how many smacks you get.
Yeah, I've got some of that.
Yeah, we can
Love
buy
that
that from Asda, mate.
I love that stuff. I love that stuff.
You can't
Absolutely
see,
love it.
Chris, you can't see it, but all up there is full of
Barbecue sauce?
Jack Daniels bottles.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, I've got vintage collectible Jack Daniel bottles up there.
That's sweet.
There's probably, about a couple of grand's worth of whiskey up there.
Mel, me and Timmy were exactly the same, mate. I mean, never trust a skinny chef. Me and Timmy, I wouldn't say we're skinny, but by God, we can cook.
God damn it, no, bro, then if you can cook so well, get your ass over here and cook us a meal.
Get your ass over here.
Boy.
Do
Get
you
your
like
ass over here, boy.
popsicles?
You know what? I would even be willing to try some of whatever he cooked.
Hey, it's only me.
I want an authentic UK meal. I do. I want
Well-
some sort of an authentic UK cuisine.
Well, for your breakfast, you'd have to have a full English.
Mm.
Then for your dinner, you'd have to have a Sunday dinner.
Oh yeah, roast beef.
Yeah, roast beef,
Yorkies.
Yorkshire puddings and all that lot.
Okay.
And then for tea, tea,
What time is tea?
4:00.
Okay.
Honestly, we sound like we're blooming from Lord of the Rings. We have lunch, then second lunch.
Breakfast, then second breakfast. Then
No, I have coffee, then second coffee.
breakfast, second breakfast. Lunch,
Andy,
lunch.
just to let you
supper,
know, I've
dinner.
got the single, I've got the limited edition of the single, and I've got the original first run of the single as well. I've also got the 2 barrels as well, and I've got the limited edition 2 barrels as well. Yeah.
Ben, I have
Jack fan.
had chicken tikka masala, and it is delicious.
Oh no!
I
If you
wouldn't
want,
vape it.
if you want something English, you want what's it? The curry.
Curry?
Yeah.
Chicken curry?
Yeah,
Pork
yeah.
Yeah,
curry?
chicken tikka masala.
No.
That's what-
No. It's the mild one.
Oh, the korma.
Korma, yeah.
No, Victorian one.
Oh.
Oh, pedigree.
No. I'll remember it in a minute. It's a curry. It's the curry.
Deep fried Mars bar?
Deep fried Mars bar.
Yeah, deep fried Mars bar.
What?
Right, batter, Mars bar, fryer.
Oh, I figured that's what it was. How the hell do you do that?
Because the batter.
Oh, so it
It's easy
maintains
with
the
the oil.
chocolate within.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Steve. The curry.
Coronation?
Coronation chicken.
Chicken.
That's it.
Mm.
The coronation chicken is an English dish, and it was designed for the coronation. It was literally
Okay.
made for the coronation, yeah, and that's why it's called coronation chicken. Thank you, Fat
Stu-
Cap.
Stuart, that is a cracking idea. Toad in the hole, all bangers and mash.
Oh, bangers and mash.
Onion gravy,
Yeah.
followed by spotted dick and custard.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Never happier until you've got spotted dick.
Oh, you freeze the bar for about an hour, batter it, and fry it up. Okay. I might do some deep fried Snickers bars then.
Same as fried Oreos. There you go.
Oh, ooh, that too.
Ooh.
See now, I did one for a mate's barbecue.
Bangers and gas.
we ended up doing a huge tub of fresh pico de gallo, yeah?
Mhm.
Then pork fillet. So we literally just a loin of pork, yeah? Whack that on the barbecue with a load of dry rub on, and then just got some huge French baguettes and a layer of pico de gallo, the pork fillet, and then a load of garlic mayo on top. And it was gorgeous.
That sounds good. Oh,
Yep. I'll do the same, Craig. Stick your sausages in first.
I got spotted dick from a lot lizard in Toledo.
Easy, Frank. Easy.
Have you ever heard that term, lot lizard, before?
No, but I'm guessing it's somebody that hangs around car parks.
Truck stops. Truck
Yeah.
stops. Yep.
Yeah, offers services to long-distance lorry drivers, perchance.
Little thoughts walking around, knocking on truck drivers' windows.
Want any business?
Twinkies are wrong. Twinkies are evil.
Why?
Tried those when we went to Florida. I really wanted to try a Twinkie. Took one bite, nearly hurled.
I've
It
never
is
had
the
one.
most horrible thing I have ever tasted.
What
Do
was
you know
that?
what I always
A
wanted?
Twinkie.
Oh, how can you hate Twinkies?
Because it tastes like chemical cack.
I mean, we are talking about a country that has blooming squeezy blooming cheese.
Yeah, cheese in a can, that's not
Yeah.
right.
Do you know what I always wanted from America when I was a kid? And I eventually got it when I was in my teens. A Hershey bar.
Roxy, let's see the do.
Oh, you have no idea. I'm so fucking happy. Absolutely.
Oh, hello.
Right?
Ooh.
Now that's what you call purple.
That is purple.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I love it.
Wow. Oh,
So happy.
Cheers, Andy.
3 o'clock in the morning here. Fabulous. Wow, Roxy,
right.
loving that. Good girl.
Yeah, Jenny told me to come up and bomb you guys the second I got it done. But...
Go for it.
Go for it.
Oh, I love it.
While you're there, just
I
give
love
him a
you.
clip round the back of the head, will you?
Yeah, please, just clip him.
Good girl.
Yeah.
Hey.
There you go.
Stop her.
Then different. I love you, babe.
As if they weren't big enough.
Oh, bless.
Better to hold on to. And on that note, I love you all when we get back from Megan's.
Love you too, baby.
Bye.
Oh,
Oh,
Mo
my
doesn't have
goodness.
too much sugar in his diet. He's sweet enough.
Oh.
Oh.
Isn't it nice when they're still all lovey-dovey?
I know. It's lovely.
So, Steve, what do you got coming up this week?
What we got coming up this week? We have Tales from the Ohm with the second live juice tasting from Vegas.
What we're tasting, it's...
Bubble melon and
We are tasting-
pearberry.
no, we are not. We are tasting pango and waterberry.
Waterberry.
Them two. Yeah, next
Are we? Right.
And yeah, next week. No, we're not. It's the bubblegum one that we're doing, and
Yeah.
want it the pango.
Bubble and pango. Sorted.
Yes.
Either way, I'm so looking forward to this. The juices from that range so far have been amazing.
Oh god, yeah, you're not kidding.
When I'm getting through a bottle of the Trapple in like 2 days, it's good.
Oh, this blooming trapple, I've got hardly out left of it. It's blooming gorgeous, right nice stuff. I mean, I'm not an apple fan, but that is beautiful.
Sounds good.
So join us for that Sunday at 2
PM.
Indeed. On SoulOhm channel on YouTube. What you got coming up, kid?
12, 11,
Apart from maths.
10, 9. So that's 9 a.m. for my time. Okay, cool. Me personally, not a lot, man. I'm waiting on a couple of packages that are coming in so I can do some new reviews. I've got some stuff being sent in so that I can review them. This weekend, I don't think anything. This weekend I'm off, so Monday we'll start doing some more stuff. Probably do some recording. I should have my stuff in by Monday. So, but yeah, that's that. Next Wednesday, the Ohm Service live. Yeah, the Vapor Lounge live. Then Thursday we've got the Ohm Service live again here, and that's it for me this week. Oh no, wait, I lied. We hit 700 subs on my YouTube channel this week.
Big congratulations, kiddo.
Thank you very much. So we're doing a giveaway of 2 sets of 2 pairs of coils to 2 winners. And if you guys haven't seen my 700 subs video yet, head on over there. If you feel like it, enter the giveaway.
Awesome.
And that will be drawn on Sunday. The entries end on Saturday. So
Awesome. Just quickly, Stuart's just put Bo sent him the whole line and he's killing the Trapple. It's lovely. So he's going to try the juice on Sunday with us. If you've got any of the flavours, please do join in. See if you agree with what we think.
So next week on Sunday it will be the bubble lemon
Bubble melon, yeah.
and the pango. We're doing them too, so you're already pre-warned. That's what we're going to be doing. I've already got my RDAs ready to go. I've just got to wick them.
Sorted. I've just got to
Sorted.
confirm something with Bo, but there may be a little surprise as well
Ooh.
for Sunday.
Thank you, Frank.
Excellent.
So, Mark, come on, son.
Right, I've got a busy week this week because next week I'm on holiday. Believe it or not, it's my first week holiday this year. I'm having a full week off. So I will be doing, I've already done 2 reviews this week, but I will be doing a review tomorrow. I'll be doing the Nova Vape juices. They've got a Christmas range. I've put them, where are they? Here we go. I'll be doing a juice review tomorrow night, which will be their Apple Crumble and their Candy Cane. It's their seasonal juices. So I'll be doing them tomorrow night. But also, I will be doing a review on Saturday. Yes, I will actually be doing a review on Saturday, which will be the Polar Night Taste King. I'll be doing that on Saturday. Then for the rest of the week, I'm going to enjoy my wife. Thursday, if I get time, I will be doing another review, but obviously the Ohm Service will be on in the evening. So that's my week ahead.
Wow, busy.
Busy. Which reminds me, Alexa, lights off. So couldn't resist that.
So about next week's show. Well, you know what? We could talk about this off camera, so we don't give anything away.
Okay.
We never give anything away, son. They always charge for it. Sorry, Gaz.
Tom, am I going to do anything special? To be honest with you, we haven't planned anything, to be honest with you. My life at the present moment took a bit of a turn. I'm not going to go into details and all that lot, but yeah, I think we'll be doing something, won't we, guys? Because I do believe that Christmas Day, well, Boxing Day lands on a Thursday, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So obviously there won't be a Boxing Day Home Service. So obviously the week before or the week after that, I'm sure we'll be able to do something.
I was actually just going to ask that off camera, but are we planning on doing a special Christmas episode next week since it's the last Thursday before Christmas?
We can do, yeah. Sounds good to me. Ooh, what's that?
I'll be sure to get a hat.
Oh, I've got a hat.
I used to have a Santa hat. I don't know where it went.
No,
What?
I'm not wearing a hat.
No, you don't have to wear a hat. Just your gimp suit like normal.
You said you keep that personal and private.
Sorry, that's the other channel. I forgot, sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I won't be doing that again, all right?
I thought we said this was Christmas, not Halloween.
Oh, bless. Which reminds me, if you do have an Alexa, all you've got to try the Picard line. Just ask her to make it so and see what happens, because it's awesome.
Oh, also ask him about the how many days till Christmas. That's funny as hell.
Yeah, and you get the news update from Santa, which is brilliant.
Also, Alexa, if you ask her what's 100, 100, 100, 100 in Welsh, you'll get an awful
rude.
answer. Yeah, it gets rude.
don't-
And then ask it why a fire truck is red. That one's a funny one.
Why is a fire truck red? That's easy, that.
No.
Oh, it is. Do you know
Alexa?
why a fire truck is red? A fire truck has 6 wheels and 6 men.
That's
6
weird.
add 6 is 12. 12 inches makes 1 ruler. The greatest ruler was King Henry VIII. Henry VIII had an armada. Armada sails on the sea have fishes, and the fishes have fins. The Russians fought the Finns, and the Russians' flag is red.
This is the Alexa one, I do believe.
You're not impressed with that, then?
Of course I am. I think they're all funny. Where'd it go? I don't even know. Anyway.
Yes, so it's a sudden one. Right.
Yeah.
The other one is Tea Hot Earl Grey.
Oh, yeah.
And see what response you get to that, because that is cool. If you're into your Star Trek. Right. Are we going to wind it?
Yes, we may as well. It's 5 past.
Why are fire trucks red? Because they have 8 wheels and 4 people on them, and 4 plus 8 makes 12, and there are 12 inches in a foot, and 1 foot is a ruler, and Queen Elizabeth was a ruler, and Queen Elizabeth was also a ship, and the ship sailed the seas, and there were fish in the seas, and fish have fins, and the Finns fought the Russians, and the Russians are red, and fire trucks are always rushing around.
There
That's
you
what
go.
I just said.
Yeah. Well, you said 6 wheels.
6 wheels.
So I thought
6
it was
men.
A different one. Yeah, 6 men. Oh.
I'm not very good at maths, so I just know that 6 had 6 is
It's
12.
can't.
Yeah, it's a southern one. Right.
Who?
Ooh. Right, we're going to wrap this one up, guys. Steve, Chris, as always, absolutely brilliant. Thoroughly enjoyed it. That time has flown by so quickly. Guys in chat, thank you so much. We say it every week. You guys do make the show. You really do. If you haven't given the thumbs up, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. See if we can smash that thumbs up like... So we've got loads of them. It'd be awesome. It'd be really nice to see a load of thumbs up. And Spanners, thank you for looking after chat as well. Steve, I'll hand it over to you and then let you hand it over to our little Chris.
As ever, wonderful chat. You've had me in absolute fits tonight. Thank you. Jenny, you're bad. But it's still my chair. Right. Everybody that's been in tonight, thank you so much for joining us. I have no idea where that 2 hours has gone. It's just gone so
That's
quickly.
just flown.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to leave you all with big huggles because you're wonderful. And Chris, do the thing.
Do the thing. Guys in chat, thank you so much for being here with us. All the Spanners, thank you guys again for doing a fantastic job. Without you guys in chat, we would have absolutely no show here to do it all. So we owe it all to you guys. Thanks for being here with us every single week. You guys are champions. Steve, Mark, thank you guys again for a great show. It's been a fantastic one, as always. Guys, please remember, no matter how dark or dim your days might be, no matter what's going on in your life that might be bringing you down, please do remember that you're the master of your own destiny. You're the only one in this world that can pick and choose how positive or negative your days will ever be. Remember to keep that positivity high, keep the smile on your face, and let that negative brush off your shoulders, guys. Love y'all. Mark, back to you, bro.
Like I've just said, big love to you guys, as always. And yeah, obviously we'll be doing a Christmas special next Thursday. Right.
Humbug.
You can go as a reindeer. Get some reindeer horns or something.
No.
No.
A little bit of tinsel on your microphone.
No.
Just you and me, Chris, then.
Yep.
Adios, kiddos. We'll see you all see you on Sunday at 2 p.m. If you're around, that'd be awesome if you catch us then. If not, we'll see you next Thursday. From me and Steve and Chris, bye.
Bye. Bye. Just a quick reminder, folks. Jenny's support GoFundMe will end on the 18th, so you still got a couple of days, and you've got a couple of days to put your vote in for Mark in the ESIG Click Awards if you haven't already done so.
Please. Oh, bless you. And good night.